Welcome, everyone, to Virginia Tech. And if we're here, you know it's time for Enter Sandman. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis with another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Let's take a step back and enjoy Enter Sandman. And the Hokies will kick it away first. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
Now on first down from the 30. Wants to throw. It's back. Makes the catch.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Running to Green. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Bauman. There he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
And the Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Beck. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
second down, they'll go to the air. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I think that's an example there on the out route. Receiver just has to know where the first down marker is. You got to stretch the depth of your route a little bit longer to make sure that once you catch it and you go out of bounds, you've already picked up the first. He wasn't able to do that, and now it sets up 4th and short.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hokies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Option look, it's Groves. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Explosive run from the Hokie quarterback. He was almost off the never land the way Michael Vick used to do it.
You can't coach that. He's got it already done, and that guy's got some serious speed, the ability to outrun people and make it look like they're just in slow motion.
The give out of the gun. Slithers into space. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Hokies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
The Hokies line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Looking for space, it's Fletcher. Quick spin on the run. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here's a heat. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Guys, you have to believe Virginia Tech has had this one circled. Just last year, they were victims to the lunacy and perhaps questionable call that Miami was able to pull it out at the very end. The Cajuns did that over and over again.
And Miami did it all year long. This was kind of the start of it, right? The Hail Mary, the review, like, was it really a catch? Was it not? I kind of thought it was a catch. I thought it should have remained on the field. And I got a feeling, Jesse, Virginia Tech fans probably didn't forget that.
No, and the players didn't either. You know it. They're fired up, ready to go in this one. You think back to that game, how good Cam Ward was late in it. Can Carson Beck be that guy in this one? Because you know Virginia Tech showed up here to take...
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Back to pass, it's Drones. Fires to the right. He's got it. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he can carve up this defense.
Finds the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kyron Drones has all the tools. When you think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
They'll move the wide receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Dropping back, it's Drones. Pocket breaking down. And some room to work. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
The Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it, make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fletcher. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
To the air, it's Beck. Makes the catch. Gets away from one, finds some space. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fletcher. Gets it past the marker. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Hurricanes! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'll try the run. Turning it on! No, he got loose! They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Looking to throw, it's Drones. It's It's complete to the left. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
And the Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Motion from the back. Looking to fire. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking for a big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's back. He's got it down the middle. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Use the play fake, down a throw. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Canes look to keep this drive humming. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Off play action. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Third and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him, strip, sack. You get the rock.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Finding open areas. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Hokies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You could just see him right now dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes, Paul.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Hokies will try to punch it in on first and goal. Makes the grab on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies!
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They march 72 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to pass. It's back. The screen. He can go. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. The RPO, it's complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. Breaks into the open.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
They'll give it to him again. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Nice move to keep running. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down. That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They go to the draw. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It'll be a draw. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
I think these draw plays are a little bit more predictable when it's 3rd and more manageable as opposed to 3rd and long. You could tell defense did a great job understanding the situation, rushing the quarterback, but knowing that run could be an option, and they shut it down.
And the try is no good. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The play action fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Dropping back, it's Drones. Got a man, it's Selden. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The give from the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Man, that's always a bad feeling when you're holding your gap and then you turn around and all you see is the back of his jersey. The guy running down the field, chewing up all those yards.
And tell the truth, when defensive linemen go after him, do they really think they're going to catch him?
Absolutely not. I play defensive line.
The Hokies have this offense rolling. He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. To the air, it's Beck. Gets it to him on the screen. Makes a man miss. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Off the play fake. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Finds a man on the left. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Canes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Going to look downfield again. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
To the air. It's Drones. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Pulled down for the tackle.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. 3rd down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up, play aggressive, try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the 4th down.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. This one's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side.
The pass on 1st down, caught by the receiver. Marked down at the 44. 2nd down.
The Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's caught! Touchdown, Canes!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Now the play fake. Bring in the heat. That's caught. It's Stewart. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Hokies come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Back to throw, it's Drones. Hauls it in. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on first and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Green. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
After that last completion, it's second down. Back to pass. Steps away to find some room. Quarterback gets the first down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Heath. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Going to the run to start this second half. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
To throw, it's Drones. Starting to feel a little pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play, and when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year in college. I got hit multiple times by multiple Miami linebackers and spent multiple days in an ice tub post-game.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Hokies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught, but seldom. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Drones. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too and the diversity of this offense, it can be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Right on the money. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, Hokies! And that one will give them the lead. How about this dude? He's throwing it like Don Strock or Jim Druckenmiller. He's running it like Tyrod Taylor, or doing it all like Michael Vick.
Just showing the whole game, showing the repertoire, and how hard is it to stop a guy like this? I mean, when he can do all these things and stretch you with his feet, stretch you with his arm, that's why he's hard to stop, and that's why he's having himself a day.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Marion. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw, it's back. Here comes the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Lofts one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll take it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Green. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, if he keeps making more of those, Lane Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football, and this guy right now is heating up at the QB position. Watch out. It's going to be a sonic boom in here.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Back to throw, it's Drones. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass.
Number 38 sets a kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Turning it on. Has the first down marker and still running. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on third down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Quick completion on the out. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Rides to back and leaves it. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
The Hurricanes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fletcher. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Can't get him to the ground. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He leaves it with his back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting to TFL.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's back. Makes the grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Under fire. Oh, they're after him. The short hands. It's Green. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Drones. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Hokies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it all right. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They run the reverse. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
It's going to be interesting to see how the defense is going to try to defend these jet sweeps moving forward. They've got to have bodies in the perimeter of the field with their eyes looking at these receivers in motion because they can hand it off to them at any time.
Scanning the field, it's Drones. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're the offense, second and short, you're trying to take a shot thinking if you don't get it, you'll just run. But the good news is you didn't lose that many yards. So still third and very manageable, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Off-play action. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be fourth down.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Right down the boulevard. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Beck. Rushes on him. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
And the Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
Looking downfield, it's Drones. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got the first down and more. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Catch in the middle. It's Green. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Green. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Rides the back on the option, the give. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Right back to the well. Crosses the 45. Powers through. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
And the Canes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, running back gets the give. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to throw. It's back. He's got him. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on third down. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll pull them back to within 6.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And the Hokies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend. I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now, decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down, and this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They punt it away on 4th down. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
That's just a really nice job by the running back making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
The Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw, and the defense was in good position.
The Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
And the Canes will line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Pressure coming. And they'll bring him down for the sack.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. It's Green. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Stewart. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Back to pass, it's Drones. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody made a big mistake in the back end.
They want that clock to run. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Going to the run, it's Stewart. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before the snap.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Here comes the two-point try. Power ahead. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the two-point conversion but was denied.
Virginia Tech, 47, Miami, 35.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Got it behind the line. It's Fletcher. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Beck. The quick out. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to throw it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Fletcher.
Second down pass. Complete to Madden. Third down coming.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's taking the deep shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Complete in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Makes the grab. It's Daniels. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep him in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
And the Canes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Pass interference. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.